So Ashtavakra chapter 1, verse 15. Nisango nishkriyosi tvam swaprakasho niranjana ayamev hi te bandha samadhim anutishtasi. You are nisanga. Nisanga, unbound. You are not bound. You are not attached. You are nishkriya. Nishkriya, actionless. Swaprakasho, self-illuminating. Niranjana, spotless. Spotless means unstained, untainted, untouched. Ayamev hi te bandha samadhim anutishtasi. The cause of your bondage is only that you resort to methodology for samadhi. Are you seeing the similar words used by Adi Shankaracharya in Drikdrishya Viveka and similar in Ashtavakra Samhita? You see? Why? Because it doesn't matter which sage sees the truth, he reaches the same point. So it's very important to see it from different angles, from different scriptures at the same time and see, aha, they both say the same thing. Yeah? Now, do I see this? Do I see this? Not intellectualize it, not memorize it. Do I see this? Yeah? So do I see? I am nisango. I am not attached. I am the witness consciousness that cannot be attached. There is simply a feeling that has arisen, a feeling of attachment. The I jumps in and says, my feeling, I am feeling this. Do I recognize this jumping in of the I and claiming ownership? Oh, this is a lie. What is the truth? I never experience anything. I only know that experience is happening. Means I know that feeling has arisen. Yes? Like I explained the other day, you're like a ghost that wants to experience the taste of the food, but you cannot taste it. You're like a ghost that wants to hug the family member, but you cannot hug, you cannot experience. You want to experience. Yes? You start fooling yourself that you're really experiencing it. But when you really look at it acutely, in detail, you see there is a fine line between knowing and experiencing. A very fine line. There is as if a glass wall between knowing and experiencing. I am on the other side of the glass wall. I think I can touch that, but I cannot go beyond the glass. I think I am touching it. It's right on the other side of the glass wall. I think I am touching it. But I'm only knowing the perception of touch arise and fall. I am not experiencing it. Nisango, unattached. So experiment number 1, if I've not done, I have to see if I'm really experiencing. Yeah, in food you feel, I am really eating. Yeah, check. Can I demarcate? There's a very subtle line between knowing and experiencing. I know, but I fool myself that I experience because of that thin glass wall. There is no real glass wall, huh? And it's just the way I am poetically expressing this. Very clear, right? There's no glass wall. It is just like the ghost trying to eat, trying to touch, wanting to experience, but not being able to. Then fooling myself, I have experienced it. I'm fooling myself, I've touched it. I'm fooling myself, I have tasted it. But that foolery doesn't last too long. Everything vanishes into nothingness. The truth reveals itself that I'm too far away. And then I want to again reach out and again eat the next. Again, that perception of touch arises like a wave, sets, dissolves into nothingness. Now again I reach out, and that's why I want it, want it, want it. I've described this earlier in Bhagavad Gita as Vasnatmik hands. I made up this word. I fused Sanskrit and English and made up the word Vasnatmik hands. Now, your job is to work on that subtle glass wall that I'm referring to. Is it really there? Do I really taste? Or do I only know that taste wave has arisen and receded? Do I really touch? Or do I only know that the touch wave has arisen and receded back into nothingness? Similarly for sight, sound, smell, thought, feeling, sensation. Yeah, now you have to do it for each. Second, nishkriyo means actionless. Again, the same thing. There is a big difference between knowing and acting. I only know about an action. I do not act. And there is this thin glass wall between knowing and acting. I'm standing on the other side of the glass wall. And I'm so close to it. The action is so close on the other side of the glass wall. I feel I am acting. But I'm not acting. I am knowing action. There's a very subtle line between knowing and acting. Can I find that? Can I see that? Nishkriyo. That's your experiment. Now I have to do this with all sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thought, feeling, sensation. With feeling, it's not that I am always experiencing feeling. I think I create feelings. That's how I become the doer, the actor, the one who's doing the action. I don't think I'm always experiencing thoughts. I think I am creating thoughts. My thoughts. Why do you say my thoughts? Why do you blame yourself? Oh, why did I think such an evil thought? Oh, again, I have got into that illusion that I am the creator of thoughts. I am the thinker of thought. It is in my control to have an evil thought or a holy thought. Oh, again, I've gone into the wrong side. I'm assuming I'm on the other side of the glass. Same with sensation. I create sensations, I feel. Very, very clear, right? You have to do it with all 8. I will not be able to explain everything breaking down. We've already done that in so many days. Next is Swaprakasho, self-illumining. I am the one emanating the consciousness. Like the sun. The sun is self-illumining. It itself is the source of the light. It does not need an external source to illumine the sun. It is self-illuminating. I am self-illumining. Can I see that I project consciousness out? Yes? That person in front of me, the situation, or the object is my projection. I impart consciousness to it. This is the meaning of self-illumining. Swaprakasho. You have to experiment. Can I see this? How do I see this Swaprakasha? And the next is Niranjana. What is Niranjana? I am untouched. I am untainted. A feeling that arises out of me is made up of me. It is H2O. I am H2O. Can H2O stain H2O? How? A thought that has arisen out of me is made up of me. It is H2O. I am H2O. How can H2O hurt H2O? Do that with all. Everything is me. Everything is me. That which is made of me cannot stain me, cannot touch me. You understand stain, no? Daag in Hindi. Daag. First line is clear? The punchline is the second line. Before you even understand the punchline, you become very clear in your understanding that I see that I'm Nisango in waking, Nisango in dream, Nisango in deep sleep. Yeah? Again, I see I am Nishkriya in the waking, in the dream, in the deep sleep. I see I'm Swaprakasho in the waking, in the dreaming, in the deep sleep. And I see I am Niranjana in the waking, in the dreaming, and in the deep sleep. I'll move to the second line now. Ayamev hi te bandha samadhim anuttishtasi. The only cause of your bondage is that you seek methodology. I want a method to get to samadhi. That is your bondage. Give me a nice structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's explaining to you samadhi is simply seeing. To see, do I need a methodology? No. You simply see. That's where people get stuck. How do I simply see? Just see. Stop ignoring what you were ignoring. Stop lying. Stop faking. Stop pretending. And you will see. So the problem is not samadhi. A lot of people on the Advaitam path who don't understand the shloka, what they do, they just skip it. So we're not doing shloka 15. Go figure. People are left like, oh, okay, let me try to understand. And they think, oh, I'm not supposed to do samadhi. Samadhi anuttishtasi. That is the cause of my bondage. Oh, I'm not supposed to do samadhi. Then they get very confused because they are trying to understand in their way. And the Advaitam teacher is afraid of telling them, Ashtavakra is saying, don't do samadhi. But I'm giving you breath, I'm giving you mantra, you'll stop coming to me, my shop will shut down. So the Advaitam teacher is stuck because of his own Pavi Pet ka Sawal. His means of living will be attacked. Yeah. So they skip this verse. It's in chapter 1. Yeah. But they don't get it because the inner seeing is not clear. Ashtavakra is not saying don't do samadhi. Ashtavakra is saying samadhi is not a doing. It is not a doing. You already are samadhishta. Simply see it. Now, if the Advaitam path teacher tells you you are already enlightened, how will he run his shop? He has to give you a carrot. Oh, you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this. And after several years of doing this, you will get there. Till that time, you come to me. Till that time, you learn method A, method B, method C, method D. You see? Yeah. So that is the way the Dvaitam path functions, and that methodology, that seeking of methodology, that is your cause of bondage. Ashtavakra was point blank, clear about it. He was not running any shop, not interested in a shop. Stop seeking a method. Stop seeking a method. We did that this morning. Adi Shankaracharya told us the same thing in Sat Asat Viveka. Ashtavakra is telling me the same thing. Yeah, in chapter 1, verse 15. Your problem is the seeking for a method, a structure, something to hold on to. Yeah, the meaning of the sutra is clear. Yeah, now I dive down deeper, one level deeper. Why do I seek methodology? What did you do in the material world? You had a structure. I do this, then I do this, then I do this, and then I become rich. I do this, I do this, I do this, and then I get a car or mansion or object, whatever I want. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this, and she falls in love with me, and we get married and make babies. There was a structure, methodology. That's how the mind was functioning. What is Ashtavakra pointing out to you? Your mind has a pattern, and you're trying to superimpose that pattern on the spiritual side. It's not going to work because the mind cannot go there. The mind dissolves into nothingness, and that is consciousness. Where the mind ends, that is the beginning of samadhi. So mind cannot go there. You cannot superimpose the pattern of the material world onto the spiritual side. This is what Ashtavakra is saying. If you understand the profundity of this statement, it's very profound. Oh, the mind ends. Mind is nothing but a wave. The wave says structure, methodology, step A, B, C, D. And then if plan A doesn't work, plan B, plan C. It wants structure. Yeah, this is the demand of the wave. What is the demand of nothingness? Everything must collapse. Even structure must collapse. Even methodology must collapse here. Do you see this? This is the reason why we get stuck when we hold on to a methodology. Because I'm holding on to the wave with the expectation that the wave will take me into nothingness. Is it possible? No, the wave dies into nothingness. That which dies, how can it take me there? It dies.
It's like the event horizon of the black hole.
Event horizon of the black hole. For that, they'll have to watch the whole Stephen Hawking radiation. It's a scientific video. Yeah, explain.
Event horizon is just that point in the black hole where everything collapses, including time. All matter, everything ceases to be, and it goes into just a state of nothingness, because everything is the gravity is so powerful there. At that point, you cease to exist.
Yes. Have you watched this video he's talking about? Do you remember the name?
There are many.
It'll come. Yeah, it'll come. There's scientists sitting and discussing about the black hole. It'll come. It's beautiful. It explains scientifically that there is that horizon where, the black hole begins. You can go till that event horizon, but as you come closer, everything gets sucked into the black hole. So this event horizon of the black hole where everything gets sucked in, he's saying The wave is like that, no? The wave of the mind, the thought gets sucked into nothingness. So even your methodology that you were doing gets sucked into nothingness. Everything disappears into it. Everything disappears into it. Once everything disappears, then where is your mantra that took you there, or where is the breath or the asana, the chant, the name of God, the Guru? Everything disappears there. You want to hold on to your chant, your Guru, your God, your idol, your attachment, and take it with you there. Oh, you dissolve. What is the question of that which you are holding? Obviously, it's dissolved. But the thirst of the mind is to see it. Can the mind see it? Can the wave see nothingness? No. The wave only becomes nothingness. The wave and the nothingness never meet. The form and the dissolution of form. Can they meet? Can light and darkness meet? Are you understanding the profundity of these words? I'm seeking a methodology. It's pointless. Just see that it dissolves moment to moment to moment to moment. Just seeing is samadhi. It's so easy. You saw it as a little child. Do you remember that? Just sitting under a tree, just being. Just being. There's nothing in the world. There is nobody in the world. You saw it as a child. Then conditioning came on. Yeah, all you're doing is unlearning all that you've learned. Yeah, when you go back to yourself, pure self, oh, I was always there. I just got conditioned. Mama said this, daddy said that. As I grew a little older, materialistic conditioning aside, now spiritual conditioning, this mantra, that prayer, you memorize this, you memorize that. Before eating, you say this. Before sitting in the car, pray to God. No, whatever you were taught. And that became a habit pattern. Now you are looking for solace there, you're not finding it. Very well, you know there is no solace there. You see it disappearing into nothingness. Again, you want to hold on to it. You see it disappearing into nothingness. That is the thirst. Why is the thirst there? Because I don't like it disappearing into nothingness. The moment I see it disappears, it is not. But I am. I am when it is not. I am when it is. I am when it is not. Oh, I am. This is it. Job done. It is so simple, Ashtavakra is saying. It is so simple. See. See. Just see. Simply see.